The starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia 76ers. At small forward, LeBron James. At center, Yao Ming. At shooting guard, Tracy McGrady. At the other guard position, Jason the Great One. At the other forward position, Chris Webber. The head coach for the visiting team is Nick Nurse. At shooting guard, standing 6'5", number 10, Bogdan Bogdanovic. At small forward, standing 6'5", number 24, Devin Vassell. At the other guard position, standing 6'2", number 2, Stephon Marbury. The man in the middle, at 7'0", number 21, Joel Embiid. The other forward, 6'10", number 3, Anthony Davis.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at New York, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Checking out the Sixers, they love the situation they're in right now, playing very well. But looking ahead, they know there's still a lot left to prove.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Now is out there with Webber. Then there's the Great One. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's James in at the 3. And for the Clippers, we've got Devin Vassell. Joel Embiid out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Bogdanovic. And it's Marbury in at the point guard. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Philadelphia with the ball. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing them.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the 2 games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to Embiid. It's good.
And the sheer size of Embiid poses so many problems for the opponent, and he's using it well to score inside against them.
Here's the Great One. Coming off a solid outing against Phoenix.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Philadelphia shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good. And the Clippers making a change here. Corey's checked in, and that's good as he hits both of his shots. Staying healthy and rested has been, Brent, a challenge for this Clippers team.
Well, of course, Kevin, this affects every team throughout the course of a long season. But, yeah, the Clippers have had a really tough time keeping their stars healthy. Their fans have been patient. Their ownership has been patient. But patience runs out. At some point, you want this team to have that full health and that full run to maybe get after one of those titles.
And here are the 76ers now. After the basket by Los Angeles.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the basket by Vassell.
And there is no hesitation on Vassell's catch-and-shoot jumpers. Any sort of room, and he's letting it fly.
The Great One with the bucket. The Great One's got 6 points.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Horry against LeBron. High post, Embiid. Back to Horry. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go. And that one hits back iron.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Here's the Great One. He has 6. Now LeBron. And James throws it down hard.
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Outside, Horry. Pass to Vassell. Now Embiid. Back to Bogdanovich. Lets it go with a 3. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. The 76ers lead it. Here's the Great One. LeBron James on the wing. Yao with it. He had 15 points last outing. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Embiid with the steal and pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First person.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Now, here is Weber. Still scoreless. Here's the Great One. Here's LeBron. And LeBron throws it down.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Vassell outside. Outside, Horry. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's the Great One. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Marbury passes to Embiid. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring. And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
And Embiid with the block.
He's so agile at 7 feet. Embiid covers a lot of territory.
Vassell, the pass to Marbury. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Wow, that is awesome to see the small man challenge the big man. Sometimes when you jump, you can be taller than the big fella.
To the wing on the left. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Here's Marbury. He has 6.
And he's not the biggest guy, but Vassell can get up there when he needs to.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alteration. James Harden, he's checked in for the Clippers. The 76ers also with a sub. Rice is checked in. So it's Philadelphia now. They trail by 1. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen by Harden. And now the fast break, Embiid with the ball. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. 7 points for Joel Embiid. 76ers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%.
And this is where you feed Yao because almost no one is going to be able to block it.
Marbury passes to Embiid. Over Yao. Rebound by the 76ers. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Here's Embiid following the basket by LeBron James.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Here's McGrady, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
The 3 from Harden. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The great one, and the layup falls. The great one's got 12.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Horry passes to Vassell. Shoots from the elbow. Can't hit that one. And the 76ers with possession. Down low. Here's Yao. And good that time. Yao's got his second bucket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And now a developing story in the NBA. Let's now go wide to Shams Charania, who is checking in with the details. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The story right now is with the Orlando Magic making some early season roster adjustments. They were looking to land someone that instantly elevated their offense, so you can understand why Zion's name was at the top of their list. I'm hearing chatter that they want to reshape their offense around Williams' explosiveness and try to make scoring as easy as possible for him.
Thank you so much, Shams. We sure appreciate the update. Bruce Ellis has checked in for the 76ers. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 16 points a game, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he is in the game, a great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
Here's Harden. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Sinks the triple. Marbury's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Here's the great one. Oh!
Yeah. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And so here are the Clippers after the Sixers pick up 2. Harden gets the bucket.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Knocks it loose. The great one passes to Yao. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Basket good.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Vassell outside. There's a screen. Pass to Ori. High post, Embiid. Just 5 to shoot. It's up a 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Here's the great one, guarded by Embiid. The great one with the bucket. The great one's got 18 points in the game. Here's Harden. He's got 9. Yao with the block.
And you have to appreciate the reach of Mead. Superb at putting himself in a good position there to block the shot.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Edey comes in for Yao. And James subbed in for Mark Price.
2 minutes remaining in the
Now, here's Bridges. 9 points last game. Count it.
That basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Throws it up high.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, though, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Pass to Embiid. Right side, Boozer. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
personal foul.
Well, we know, Greg, early on in the year, teams still trying to figure out their rotations.
And it takes time before you find the rhythm you're looking for. Coaches will mix and match units to see what works best, with the thought also of the postseason.
Price is checked in for Tracy McGrady.
Certainly knows how to get to the line. Boozer using that size of his to his advantage.
It's his first trip to the line.
First personal foul. 13th.
Free throw good, James.
76ers. LeBron James. Shooting 2.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Boozer with the screen for Harden. Pass to Boozer. And here is Bridges. Embiid with it. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
Oh!
Yes, sir.
Oh, the big fella throwing it down hard.
Clippers trail by 3. Bridges outside. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's the great one, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Bridges outside. The 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, he can add it to the list.
No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Takes the 13-footer, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
And this is the beauty of Embiid's game. He has a shot from anywhere on the floor.
The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great, scoring is coming in bunches, and both of the teams feeling confident right now.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the teams changing it up here. Clippers trail by 9. Brent, we know that James Harden has won 3 consecutive scoring titles in his past. But now, he really has worked on his game and changed his game to a degree.
Well, that's true, Kevin. Also, the system around him has changed. what they leaned into in Houston for James Harden to become an offense unto himself was unique at the time. James is a little bit older. He's playing with a different set of players that bring their own skill sets, but he's much more of a passer. He led the league in assists in 2023. So all of his offensive ability has not gone away. It's just manifesting itself in a different form right now.
And so in the game for the 76ers, they've got Tracy McGrady. Buzelis out there with Weber. Then there's the great one, and it's LeBron at the 3 spot. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. Number 1, Bogdan Bogdanović.
And no doubt he finished the season right where he should have on that list. He was far and away the best free throw shooter in the league.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways, I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. And now the fast break, Embiid with the ball. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
And let's take a look now at the stats for Bogdanović. Last year, getting it done. And he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And as you said, the league's best free throw shooter last season. What a tremendous asset, especially in clutch situations.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Here's Marbury. 14 points from him the last game against San Antonio.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
The great one passes to Weber. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. Here's Marbury. He's got 13. Embiid sets the pick for Harden. Shot from the wing. Chris Webber comes up with a rebound. Webber's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The great one passes to Weber. And Weber throws it down.
And Weber just tremendous size in the paint. Easily rising up to take that one home.
Here's Marbury. It's tipped. To the paint. Here's the great one.
Oh, man. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And here's Embiid. He had 34 points in the win against San Antonio.
I'm not sure in that game if it was him or Dikembe Mutombo out there, guys. I was just hoping to see one finger wave after one of those 4 blocks. No, 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 not today.
Weber, the best of the great one. Driving inside. That one good for 2. And now an 11-point 76ers lead.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pass to Harden from deep. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter. That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Embiid with a screen on Weber to end the run. Not as good in the 76ers lead. It's got down to 11 and the bucket from Morey.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
There's the triple. Here's the great one. Weber gets the bucket. Weber's got 10 points in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
A minute 42 left in the first half. Outside Bogdanović. They set the pick from downtown. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Bogdanovich has such a nice repeatable motion on his perimeter game. Beautiful 3-ball there.
Pass to Weber. There's 1:17 left to play here in the half. Here's the great one. 5 to shoot. And the rebound collected by Ori. Clippers trail by 10. Here's Harden. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And it's going to be on Tracy McGrady. When you think about James Harden, he's had such an effect on the game. Brent, they changed the rules because of him.
Well, it's interesting, Kevin, because you can think about it a couple of ways. There was a system change for James Harden to try the system, and then, as James has said himself, he became the system. So leaning into all of the analytics of basketball, you have to have somebody who can represent all of the things that system would require, and it came in the form of the beard for many years. And that kind of offensive output is something that is going to be, we'll be hard-pressed to see that again, Kevin.
And given how huge Ming is, he makes alley-oops look easy. Just throw it up his way, and he'll figure out a way to find it and finish it.
Embiid with a screen on McGrady to the inside. Rim rocker, Joel Embiid.
He just powered that one.
One of the game's top dunkers. Now, here is McGrady. A 20-point game for him in the win against Phoenix.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim.
No one near James as he lets it go. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Philadelphia ahead, leading by 8. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in warm-up. So, we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard any...
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
Hey everybody, first off, let's take a gander at what's been happening on the trading block.
This team went all in on Zion, making their intentions clear. They want to win now.
Talking to people around the team's front office, there's a belief that Zion can put them over the top. Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the Philadelphia 76ers.
They're passing on point, reading the defense and reacting. Kenny, I wish you'd react this fast when I asked you to pass the cinnamon rolls.
I'm just trying to watch out for them carbs for you, big fella. Just watching out those carbs.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been one outstanding game from the great one.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
So with Boozer on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Davis. Also Devin Vassell out there. And Embiid is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Marbury in at the 1 spot. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Brent, you hear some players now having their shooting motion analyzed with optical recognition. More data for the shot doctors.
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information and being able to communicate that to a player is really where the rubber meets the road. How are you going to help him grow with that kind of analysis?
The great one passes to Weber. James against Vassell. Estial. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 5th assist in this one. Clippers trail by 9. Marbury passes to Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Weber. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. Then on Saturday, they'll head home and take on the Toronto Raptors.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Morey's checked in for Davis. There's the drive. The great one with the bucket.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Clippers trail by 10. Pass to Embiid. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And McGrady with a clear path to the hole.
Doing it with style. McGrady punishing the D for giving him that kind of airspace.
And the foul called on the great one. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Outside, Ori. Back to Vassell. 5 on the clock. Shoots over James.
Well, LeBron James ratcheting up his intensity on the defensive end. Doesn't want to give up anything easy.
Pass to Weber. Here's McGrady. Here's the great one. 32 points in the game. And the rejection by Embiid. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Marbury passes to Vassell. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
James. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Bogdanovich, that's for 2. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Great shooting off the pass. Get the feet set. Good balance. Bogdanovich dangerous.
Oh! Wow. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
There's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. We'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. The 76ers third.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Inside. And it's blocked. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. The great one with the bucket.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Pass to Vassell. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The 76ers leading by 15. The shot's good from LeBron. James has got 17 now.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Outside, Ori gets the three-pointer to fall.
And Ori is the textbook stretch four, a big man with range for days.
McGrady passes to the great one. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
Defense shaking their heads, no idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
And right there, Embiid showing he's just too big and too skilled to stop.
The great one passes to McGrady. Pass to LeBron. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And they've got time, Greg, to chip away at this lead.
Yeah, still lots of time, but they have to play smart if they want to erase this deficit.
It's good.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
The great one with the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Outside, Ori. Pass to Bogdanovich. Good, and it's Ori picking up the assist. Ori's got 3 assists tonight.
Trying to improve every year, that's the goal of anyone in the NBA. Bogdanovich has great fundamentals to be able to do that.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Boozer, he's checked in for Ori. Weber against Boozer. Pass to Embiid. Over Yao. Embiid, no good. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the 76ers.
And taking a look here at some stats for Embiid, he's coming off an excellent season. He averaged about 34 points a game last season, 11 rebounds and 5 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
But he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
James Harden, he's checked in for the Clippers. Bruce Ellis is checked in for Philadelphia. Here's the great one, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. Harden left side. Here's Boozer. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Boozer's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
A guy that usually likes to work in close. Boozer noticed the soft coverage and able to knock that one down from the mid-range.
McGrady bangs home the trifecta.
They haven't relied on him as much as usual, but when his number has been called, he shot well enough to help them earn the lead.
Pass to Embiid. And Bruzelis gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics And there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Let's go. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Vassell's got 6 points.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's Yao. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And finished off by Yao.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Pass to Embiid. Fires the three. He can't get that one.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's McGrady. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Embiid's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Marbury. That's good, and that's Embiid with the assist. Embiid's got his 6th assist on the night. Here's the great one. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
So much attention on James. He's able to get it to a teammate. That's a great look.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Come on and get loud right now, fans. It's time.
Brook Lopez is checked in for the Clippers. Bridges comes in for Devin Vassell. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily.